In last class, we have seen how the data is loaded from S3 bucket to Snowflake and also from Snowflake to S3 bucket. And then we are doing some query optimizations. This query optimization, I will take it in the last class because that will take some time to run the queries. I will take it in last class. Today, I will walk you through the concept of Snowpipe. So previously, whenever we want to copy the data from S3 bucket to the Snowflake table, we just have run the copy command. With this copy command, we are able to load data from S3 bucket to Snowflake. So whenever a new file arrives in that location, again we have to run this. So instead of that manual process, what I want is as soon as there is a new file in the S3 bucket, uh, the file should automatically load into this table. That is my requirement. So in order to load the data continuously from source to target, we use Snowpipe concept. Let me open that AWS account. One second. I did not remember which account I used. Give me one second, I'll get that account. Okay, I got that AWS account. Now, as soon as there is a new file in this location, I will create another folder here instead of subfolder. Create folder. I'll name this folder as Snowpipe. Yes, Snowpipe folder is created. Now we will go to Snowflake and create a pipe object. Go to here database. Inside this schema, I'm going to create this. Now I'm inside the schema. Click on create. Now we want to create the pipe object. So I'll click on this. It has given the syntax. Create pipe. Our pipe name is Snowflake S3 pipe. This is my pipe name. So if we enable this auto ingest equal to true, it means as soon as the files are there in S3 bucket, it will ingest automatically. So auto ingest equal to true. AWS SNS topic. In order to automate this, I mean, as soon as there is a file in S3 bucket, it has to trigger this pipeline. So in order for that, we have to create a topic, SNS topic. I will show you. SNS topic is like a queue service in AWS. Uh, okay, this is our bucket. In this bucket, properties. Yeah, create a event notification. We have to create a event notification. Our event is as soon as there is a file, it should trigger the pipe object. So I'll create the event notification. Our event name is trigger snow pipe. So limit the notifications. So we have to specify if we want to give any file name. So we want to load only some kind of data or enterprise data. Only enterprise files has to be loaded, or only uh, finance financial data has to be loaded. If you want to provide any file prefix, we can provide that here. It is optional. It is not mandatory. It is optional. So I want to load some financial data. So my file name should start with this financial or snow pipe. So whatever is there inside the snow pipe, it should load all of them. Suffix. I want to load all the CSV files. So when do you want to create an event? So whenever there is a put object. So whenever there is a file here, it has to be triggered. Put is nothing but keeping the files in S3 bucket. Next, I don't want anything on object removal. Only on object creation I want. So I want all this put, post, copy. If it is copied from any other location to here, I want to do that. All object create events. And I'll keep this as it is. These are all like options, whichever we want to select. I don't want all of them. So I want to select SNS topic. First, I need to create an SNS service. SNS, simple notification service. My topic name is trigger snow pipe. I'm selecting this as standard. Trigger snow pipe display name. I'll name this same display name. Encryption is optional. I'll keep this as basic data protection. We create this topic. So copy this ARN. This is the ARN to be kept in S3 bucket. Go to S3 bucket. What is, let us see what is the what we have created. We have created SNS. You can select anything, SNS or SQS. SQS. Let us use the queue service, not the messaging, I mean notification. Trigger, Snowpipe. I'll keep all these options default. This is optional. Queue is created. We'll copy this. Go to S3 bucket, create event notification. Snowflake by prefix. I have created a folder called Snowpipe. So I want to give that as prefix, and the suffix is I'll copy all CSV files in case of all object creation modes. I'll keep all these as it is. I'll select this SQS queue service. This queue service is to trigger the copy command in Snowflake as soon as there is a file in S3 bucket. I'll choose this here, trigger Snowpipe. So this is my SQS service. Or you can select the ARN as well. You can choose anything. Anything is fine. I'll go with the ARN. Save changes. Enable to validate following destination configurations. This is queue. This is not required. No, once again, let me go to the other S3 bucket where I have already configured. Properties. Let me open this. Figures. Yes, QS. Produce event object creation dot CSV. Okay, some issue with S3 configurations. I'll get this sorted out. Uh, I will tell you another topic. I don't want to waste time. I'll go with the other topic. I'll get the S3 AWS configured. Projects. Okay, there is an in Snowflake, there is an option called a time travel. Time travel. It is a maximum up to 90 days. We can see what happened to our tables. So it is 0 to 90 days. Let us say our table is created 1 week ago and we have done some inserts, updates, deletes. We have performed some operations and we want now today something data is looking wrong. So I want to see how the data is looking yesterday, how it was 4 days ago. Like that, I wanted to see the historical data. So in those cases, we'll go with time travel. So time travel is applicable only for permanent tables. For permanent tables, the time travel can be 1 to 90 days. So you can check till 90 days. The maximum limit is 90 days and the minimum limit is 1 day. And the other is transient tables. For transient tables, usually the time travel will be 1 day. Transient tables are used as an intermediate tables. These are transient tables are nothing but the intermediate tables where the time travel is only 1 day. I'll show you with examples as well. Uh, Let us see what are the tables we have in this schema. We have 4 tables. Let us see what happened to these 4 tables. What is the history of these 4 tables? But to see all of them, the time travel should be enabled on that. Let us see if the time travel is enabled or not. I will select database. Otherwise, it has given all the Snowflake tables. Okay, now I want only these 4 or 5 tables. It shows how many rows are there in each table. And the retention time. Time travel is nothing but the retention time. So by default, it is 1 because we are using a enterprise edition of Snowflake. So by default, the time travel will be 1. Next, I will create another table with the time travel of some 20 days or 30 days. Create table. I will create the table. How many rows it has? 30. I'll create this financial table. Create table. Financial time travel. I'll name this as time travel so that we'll be able to understand it later. As I'll create it same as the existing table as select star from financial. I don't want any data. I just want the structure. Limit 0. This will create only the structure. Set data retention in days. Retention in days equal to, I'll set it as 5 days for now. And remove this data retention. I think it is data retention period. Once again.
Hello. Baby.
Hello.
కేటగిరీ అండ్ సబ్ కేటగిరీ అని ఉంది కదా, కేటగిరీలో ఎంక్వైరీ అండ్ హెల్ప్ అని ఉంది కదా. ఈవెంట్స్ అనేవి మామూలుగా అక్కడ ఛానల్ వచ్చి ఈవెంట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. ఆ ఈవెంట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఛానల్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వచ్చిన ఈవెంట్స్ అనేవి ఎంక్వైరీ ఆర్ హెల్ప్ కి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి అంట వాళ్ళకి. నోటిఫికేషన్ అలా
Hello.
నోటిఫికేషన్ అలర్ట్ అని చెప్పి ఒకటి ఉంటుంది అక్కడ కేటగిరీలో. దానికి వెళ్ళాలంట. అలా అని చెప్పి అదొకటి. ఆ కేటగిరీ వచ్చి నోటిఫికేషన్ అలర్ట్ కి ఉండాలి. సబ్ కేటగిరీ అనేది నెట్ కూల్ ఉండాలంట. అది నెట్ కూల్ అనేది
Okay. Data retention time in days. Why is it not working? Invalid property for table.
I think we need to have a figure minimum max data
Sorry,
retention time.
what do we need?
Data retention time is minimum.
Your voice is not clear.
I mean, just try with the minimum data retention, minimum data retention time in this parameter.
Minimum, no, that is not one. Minimum data. No, it is data
Just give
retention in days only.
MIN. Yeah, just give MIN before the data retention time in this.
No, definitely I remember that it is data retention in days only.
Time in this. Yeah, yeah, even that should work. Just want to try if it is going to.
Okay. Maybe some updates happen to Snowflake.
Anna,
Retention.
set keyword usually works only with the alter, right?
Alter. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just trying. Okay.
now it
Now it has worked. So data retention. Now I will insert. This is same table structure as the financial. I will insert some data into this. First, let us see the show tables option. Financial time travel. Retention days is 5. Okay. Now I'll insert some data into this. So let's start from financial. First, let us run this. What data we have it here. Okay, I will insert only Canada data now. Where country equal to Canada. So for us, where condition is missed. Okay, let it be. I will delete it later. Now we'll see. Select count of star from this table. I'll copy this query ID. I'll tell you why. Copy. So for this query, this is the query ID. I'll run this. We have 1400 rows. So I wanted to see what happened to this table just before this query ID. What happened to this table? What is the state of this table before we did the insert? So let's start from this table before statement. We can do time travel with 2 or 3 ways. I'll show you all of them. I have to paste the query ID here. We'll select the original table structure, select star from this one. It has 1400 rows as we have seen. Now this is the state of the table. It has 1400 rows with all the columns. I wanted to see what happened to this table just before this query execution. Let us run this. See, before we executed this query, before the insert query, there is no data in this table. So this is how we can access what happened uh, before we executed any statement. Now I will delete some data from this. Delete from this table where country equal to Canada. I will delete the data that belongs to Canada. So 278 rows got deleted. And this query ID is this one. Okay, for this query, this is the query ID. So I wanted to see, now first let us check the state of this data. We'll do count star. So count of star is 1122. Now we have 1122 rows, but I wanted to see what happened before this query. I want to see the count before this query got executed. So count of this table, same, before this statement got executed. So before the execution, we have 1400 rows. Before the delete, we have 1400 rows. And after the delete, we have only 1122 rows. So this is one way with the query ID. Every time we will not be able to save the query ID. Now we know that we are working with time travel. We have to save the query ID. But in real time, we don't know at what point of time we'll need this. So for that purpose, we will be using timestamp. Timestamp is nothing but the offset. I will take this query. Offset before offset equal to 5 seconds or 5 minutes we have to define. I'll just define it. By default it will take seconds. Hmm, Excellent. Okay.
think it should be at
Sorry, it
before.
should be.
It should be at instead of before at offset.
We can use both. If it is before, it will say what happened about 5 seconds before. If it is at, it will say what happened at that time, at that point of time. We can use both. Before it will give
I'm
what happened.
I'm assuming like it can be used only for offset and before is for the statement.
No, no. I will show you. See, if whenever at this point of statement there is these many rows. I will do for this. We can use at and before for all types of things.
Okay.
Minus interval. I'll say 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, I'll say 1 minute. So let's start from table. Like invalid argument for negate. Yeah, sorry. So this offset can be used with only with seconds. So I have calculated for 1 minute ago what happened 1 minute ago. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So at this point of time, we have 1100 rows, 1122, because after the delete, we have 1122 rows. So I'll do this 3 minutes ago. So 3 minutes ago also, we have the same thing. 5 minutes ago, same. I'll do 10. So 10 minutes ago, we have 1.4k rows. Now I'll do some more operations on this. Uh, Delete, I'll update it. First, do select star from this table. So I'll update null values with some default values. Update this table. Set segment equal to, I'm writing it as default value, and also country equal to India. India is a default value where, so whenever segment is null, I have to update only that value. Whenever country is null, only then I have to update it. I'll raise a case statements. Case when segment is null, then default value, else we have to keep it whatever is already available, else segment. And similarly to country, case when country is null, then India, else country, whatever is available in country, I have to keep it else. And now I'll update this. So first, here you can see how many null values will be there. There are 5 distinct values in the segment column. 0.4% is null. So ideally after running this, there should not be any nulls. Similarly in the country, it is 0.44% nulls, and there are 4 distinct values. I'll run this update statement now. Number of rows updated, it is 1122. Okay, see, wherever it is null, it has default value, and in the country, wherever it is null, it has got India. So these number of rows got updated. So I want to see what happened just 30 seconds ago. I just want to see 30 seconds ago. So I'll write -30. So 30 seconds ago also we have the same data. So 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago we have null values. So with the offset we can get it, with the query ID we can get it, and one more way is to get through timestamp. Oh, timestamp. First let us get the current timestamp. Get So now the current timestamp is this. First let us execute. So time travel data is not available for financial this table. The requested time is either beyond the time travel period or after the or before the object creation. So this snowflake time zone is different from, see now it is 5:22, but there is a server time zone. We don't know which server time zone it is using. So in order to avoid that, there is an option. Uh, First, let us consider this time as, this is the server time, 5:22. I think this is UTC time zone. I will select another date here, first hour. During this time also, our table is not existing. So because we just created half an hour or 1 hour ago, I'll keep this as all zeros. Let's take another table which is financial. But this has only time travel of 1 day. So similar to the offset, we can also get this with the timestamp. I will show you after the table has completed 1 day or so. I'll show you that. Let us stop it here for today. Tomorrow I'll get ready with the AWS account event notification, and we will complete Snowpipe tomorrow. Any questions here?
No, Andy.
Okay. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.